Good morning, class. Okay, so today we are going to be learning about fables. So our content objective is going to be today I will be able to paraphrase and analyze the themes and supporting details of fables. So who can tell me what are some important words in our content objective? What would be a word that we would want to highlight and really know before we got started on our lesson? Yes? Paraphrase? Okay, so what is paraphrase? What do you think paraphrase means? To shorten? Yes. What about to say in your own words? Yes, that's perfect. What's another one that we think we may know? Theme? Yeah, that's a good one. What does theme mean? Where the story takes place? I don't know if that is a good one for it. What about the genre? What the fable is going to be about? Does that sound better? Yes? Okay. What's one more that you think we need to know before we even get started even working on fables? What a fable is? Yes, that's very important. What is a fable? A story. A story that what? A story that has a lesson. Yes, perfect. Okay, for our language objective today, we are going to be able to define and understand the words that appear in the story, The Fox and the Cat, the most. We're going to be able to know what they mean and be able to use them in sentences. Okay, great. So I want to start off by looking at these words. You see how some words are bigger than others? What do you think that means? That the big words are important? Yes. What else do you think it means? That they're in the story? Yes, definitely in the story. Okay, so what these words are, the bigger the word is, the more they appear in the story. So the smaller they are, they appear, but not so much as the ones that mainly appear. So the big words appear a lot. Okay, so we want to focus on these words and we want to know what they mean. Does everybody feel comfortable with these words? Do you know what they mean? Fox, cat, hound, escaping. Escaping. Does anyone know what escaping means? No? So the burglar is escaping. He is getting away from the police. So he is not chained up. He's not blocked from getting away. He's escaping. He's running away. He's free, going crazy. So in this story, The Fox and the Cat, who do you think the main characters are? Who do you think they're going to be? The fox? Definitely. The cat? Yes, 100%. What kinds of stories have animals? What kinds of stories have you heard that have animals? Fiction stories, pretend stories. What else? What are we learning about that usually only has animals in it? Or has animals in it? Fables, yes, perfect. Okay, so as we look at this paper, we look at these words. There's enemy on it, hound, 100. Who do you think the enemy is going to be in this story? The fox? Why do you think it's going to be the fox? Because he's bigger than the cat? I guess we'll have to see, but I think that is a very good guess. So while we read this story, I want you to focus on 101. I want you to find these words in the story, and I want you to pinpoint why they are important. Why are these words some of the bigger words of the paper? Why are they important? Why do you think the author says them all the time? What do you think the importance of these are? So while we read this story, I want you to focus on the story. I want you to be able to know what it was about, what happened, but I also want you to figure out why 101 are important. Okay. So before we begin, after we've read the story. Wow. We've gone over fable, so it's a myth, it's a story. You guys have already come up with that. What are myths like before we read it? What do they usually make you feel like? Happy? Sad? What else? Can fables make you feel angry? Yes. Unhappy? Maybe scared? Yeah, fables with the lessons that they teach, sometimes they're not happy lessons. Sometimes they're lessons that might be scary or might make you scared or upset. But each fable has a different lesson. So what are some other examples of fables that you can think of? Can anyone think of one? The Boy Who Cried Wolf? That's perfect. Yes, what happened in that story? The boy kept saying that he saw a wolf and he never did, right? And then when he did, no one believed him because he said it so many times that everyone just thought he was joking. Yes. Okay. So how well do y'all feel about the objective? After we've gone through all this, we've learned what a fable is, we've read the story. How do y'all feel about it on a scale of 1 to 5? Lift your hand up in the air and show me on a scale of 1 to 5. How strongly do you feel about this story? So a 5 would be like, yes, I know it. I understand what a fable is. I can teach it. I understand the objectives. I know the words that we've used and we've learned, and I know what they mean, and I can use them in a sentence. Or I understand most of it, but not all of it. Or I have no idea what we did, and I need a lot more practice. Everyone feels pretty good? Awesome! Well, I hope that every time you read a fable, you know exactly what it is, and you can pinpoint that lesson really quick.